So in the previous video we were talking about question number 13, right? Yes, which was solved by me, and we were talking about this thing that there will be three entries भन्दा पनि लाइक एउटै एन्ट्रीमा तीनटा एउटा डेबिट अनि दुईटा क्रेडिट यो टु इक्विटी शेयर क्यापिटल पनि क्रेडिट हुन्छ भन्ने कुरा थियो किनभने लाइक फेस भ्यालु नघटे पनि किनभने लाइक शेयर्स पनि घट्यो भन्ने कुरा थियो एन्ड देन यो चाहिँ किन गरेको भन्दाखेरि त्यो लिगल प्रोसेस यताउताको कुरा थियो एन्ड क्वेसनले पनि इट ह्याड मेन्सन्ड द्याट द शेयर्स वेयर कन्भर्टेड भनिसकेपछि एउटा नयाँ पुरानो सबै क्यान्सल भएर नयाँ चाहिँ आयो भन्ने टाइपको एजम्पसनको साथ वी डिड दिस राइट सो द्याट वाज इट क्वेसन नम्बर 13 को एडजस्टमेन्ट नम्बर 5 को वर्डिङ इन्क्रिज क्यास क्रेडिट अनि यो भइहाल्यो क्यास क्रेडिटको लिमिट चाहिँ बढाइदिएको छ भने इट डजन्ट मिन द्याट वी विल इन्स्ट्यान्टली इमिडिएटली टेक द क्यास क्रेडिट होइन सो नो एन्ट्री विल बी पास्ड एन्ड देन या एन्ड दिस वान भइहाल्यो द्याट इज इट क्वेसन नम्बर 13. Moving on to question number 15. Question number 15 like book says question number 15 is easy, right? And euta duita naya kura there we can see, right? So question number 15 here it is, and the question special is 60 lakhs wala halka complicated cha equity shares. Okay, 60 lakhs wala halka complicated cha, but it's not at all. 2/3 of their holdings, that is 120 shares go, 2/3 not 60 lakhs go. What does this mean is that जस्तै कि 8 लाख छ नि 8 लाख आई मिन 8 लाख हैन जस्तै कि हामीले इक्विटी शेयर क्यापिटल डेबिट कतिले गरेको छ भन्दाखेरि 60 लाख्स राइट सो 60 लाख्स को 2/3 चाहिँ हामीले दिन्छौं 10 फेस भ्यालु वाला पहिला चाहिँ 50 रहेछ नि त 10 फेस भ्यालु वाला 2/3 अफ 60 लाख्स दिन्छ भनेको हैन कि अफ देयर होल्डिङ्स बेसिकली मिन्स द्याट हाउ मेनी शेयर्स वेयर दे होल्डिङ प्रिभियसली भन्दाखेरि दे आर होल्डिङ 60 लाख्स डिभाइडेड बाइ कति भन्दाखेरि 50 राइट इट्स गोना बी 1,20,000 युनिट्स राइट 60 लाख्स डिभाइडेड बाइ 50 1,20,000 युनिट्स 1,20,000 को 2/3 चाहिँ 10 फेस भ्यालु भएको वे गना बी इस्युइङ भनेर द कम्पनी सेज है सो 80,000 इक्विटी शेयर्स अफ 10 इच दिस इज यो 8 लाख भइहाल्छ अनि अरू हाल्न सकिन्छ द्याट इज इट हैन अरू केही पनि छैन अनि पेनल्टी पेडमा के छ र यसमा केही पनि छैन अनि क्यापिटल रिजर्भ ब्यालेन्सिङ फिगर ट्रान्सफर गर्ने द्याट्स इजी राइट क्वेसन नम्बर 15 डन इजी मुभिङ अन टु क्वेसन नम्बर 17 okay so question number 17 ko question special what's there is that question number 17 is easy yeah in fact this one's pretty easy question number 17 is super easy no not super easy I haven't stated super easy but it is easy as hell okay so question number 17 question special is that discount on issue of debenture write off even if question is silent capital plus capital reserve is balancing figure so this basically means that there is discount on issue of debentures and we gotta write off it with the balance of capital reduction or let's say internal reconstruction account that is it it's new but it's easy right that is it and the another is amount payable this one we know it penalty we know it bank overdraft ledger balance so we know it so let's see if there's anything else yeah so 10% secured debentures if we are considering payment to secured debentures then we also need to consider interest on that one and that is it and the next one is Q2 penalty paid that's easy and this one's easy accumulated loss okay so reserve and surplus is accumulated loss of 14,60,000 in question number 17 so question number 17 reserve and surplus is accumulated loss reserve and surplus 14,50,000 in negative closing bracket which basically means that it's loss so yeah we'll write off that one as well we'll write off discount on issue of debentures as well that is it question number 17 and the last concept that is surrender of shares so in this method we gotta know this entry equity share capital account debit to shares surrendered okay and when the surrendered shares are transferred or let's say given to some people let's say creditors debenture holders Then the entry is share surrender to equity share capital. Why equity share capital? Because again the surrendered shares are to be seen as equity share capital in the company itself. And basically after that we need to cancel what? Cancel to whom the shares have been issued. Suppose debenture holder, or let's say creditor holder account debit to reconstruction reduction account. Why reconstruction reduction account? Because it's cancelled and the balance is transferred, or let's say it's some kind of surplus, so we transfer it to like capital reduction account. But the real thing is not debenture holder and creditor holder are not the ones that actually held in reconstruction, or let's say capital reduction surplus. The ones are actually equity shareholders, but the entry might be misleading, so we got to be careful about that one. And for cancellation of unissued shares, it's an easy entry: share surrender, again debit to reconstruction reduction. So yeah, basically every share surrendered is actually done by equity shareholders. So that is it. So question number 9. Okay, now we are moving on to question number 9, which is pretty easy as the book suggests, right? So question number 9 is all about loss return of net reserve and surplus र PL account दुवै एकै पटक. What does this mean? This means that, see, reconstruction account, there was credit balance and we debited it, and then we we wrote off reserve and surplus net, that is its loss. So what's net here is that in question number 9, see, profit and loss account is in bracket, which means loss, right? And then general reserve is 3 lakhs. So we'll just write off the net amount, that is 1,20,000. So basically we'll do that. And the thing is, should the question suggest to do something like that? Yes, it should. Any surplus amount after a year should be utilized to return down the value of plant further. This is for the plant. Okay, so basically what we are doing here is that we are not seeing general reserve as profit, because there are more loss than the profit itself. So we'll write off all of these amounts. Okay, that is it. And then the another is equity share capital account debit to share surrender, the same entry, equity share surrender to this one given to trade payables, and then trade payables to reconstruction, right? That is it. And then actual my, see, I've written this actual my equity share holders ले 250 र TP holders ले balance forgiven, which basically means that when equity shares are surrendered, the capital reduction balance is actually increased due to the shares surrendered by the equity shareholders, but the entry might be misleading. That's the only thing. So question number 9, that was it. Question number 8 solved by me. Question number 8, okay, fine. So question number 8 is easy. That's 10. I'm sorry, my bad. Question number 8 is homework. Easy, yes, of course. Okay, converted into 12% preference shares of ₹10 each, fully paid up. This line. So here's a line. It says, out of shares surrendered, 10,000 shares of ₹10 each shall be converted into 12% preference shareholders of ₹10 each, fully paid up. Okay, it's converted, but for whom? कसलाई दिने भन्दाखेरि the next line suggests that claims of debenture holders shall be reduced by 75%. Okay, so in consideration of the reduction, the debenture holders shall receive preference shares of 1 lakh which are converted out of the shares surrendered, means this line. Okay, these two lines are connected. We gotta be able to find out that one. Alright, so see, nothing much, everything is easy, pretty much easy. The only thing is that adjustment C and D are connected surrender shares issued to debenture holders. That is it. Question number 16, that is solved by me as well. Not me as well, it was solved by me. So question number 16 is super easy. Okay, solved by me, that's super easy. Alright, so equity shares are to be reduced to equal number of equity shares of 50 each. What does this basically mean is that equity shares are reduced to be reduced to equal number of equity shares of rupees 50 each. Means I guess it's we will be reducing the face value as well in question number 16. So here's the question, right? And then question special 1, face value and paid up value both are reduced. Exactly, if question is silent, it doesn't suggest the face value and paid up value, anything like that, but it simply says that reduced to equal number of equity shares. So how many equity shares were there before? 5,000 and the amount was 5 lakh, right? It was 100 each. Now it's reduced to 50 each. So it's reduced to 5,000 equity shares of at the rate rupees 50 each. So this basically means that face value is reduced and paid up value is also reduced. That is it. Question number 16 is super easy, nothing much. And then moving on, we have question number 18. So basically question number 17 and 18 चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि, oh sorry, question number 18 and question number 19 चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि मैले स्किप गरेको छु, किनभने you know अब 19 चाहिँ like half part from amalgamation यताउता भनेर भन्नुभएको थियो अनि मैले स्किप गरिदिएको हैन, होला नि त भनेर अनि छोडिदिएको. अब अगाडि त्यस्तै हो, मेरो कोर्स हल्का ढिलो भएको थियो त्यही भएर आई निडेड टु स्किप है त्यति बेला. अनि क्वेसन नम्बर 18 पनि स्किप गरेँ, बट यसको एउटा क्वेसन स्पेसल छ जुन चाहिँ मैले एड्रेस गरेको छु. दि एन्टायर इन्भेस्टमेन्ट आर टु बी टेकन ओभर बाई द ब्याङ्क एट भ्यालुएसन 22,000. हेर त इन्भेस्टमेन्ट कति छ, 15,000 छ. ओहो 15,000को इन्भेस्टमेन्टलाई 22,000मा लगेको रहेछ. ओके ठिक छ. ओडी चाहिँ कति छ त, आमामा 20,000 भनेपछि 2,000 त हामीलाई घाटा लाग्यो नि त भन्ने कुरा टाइपको भयो नि त. तर त्यस्तो हुँदैन. हामीले के भनेको छ भन्दाखेरि हामी लाइक सेपरेट इन्ट्री हानेर हेर्दाखेरि फर्स्टमा हाम्रो इन्भेस्टमेन्ट कति थियो, 15,000 थियो. इन्भेस्टमेन्ट बढ्ने भयो 7,000ले 22,000मा लग्छ भनिसकेपछि त राइट, इन्भेस्टमेन्ट अकाउन्ट डेबिट 7,000ले बढ्यो एन्ड देन टु क्यापिटल रिडक्सन अकाउन्ट. यो त हाम्रो प्योर फाइदा हो. ओके ठिक छ. अब के गर्ने त भन्दाखेरि ब्याङ्क ओभरड्राफ्ट डेबिट गरिदिने 20,000को थियो, 20,000 क्यान्सल हैन. अब इन्भेस्टमेन्ट हाम्रो अघि 15,000 थियो ब्यालेन्स सिटमा, अब 7,000ले बढाइसकेपछि 22,000 भइसक्यो. क्यापिटल रिडक्सनमा 7,000 हामीलाई फाइदा भइसक्यो. तर ब्याङ्कले पैसा दिएन भने त हाम्रो 7,000 त 5,000 बनाउनु पर्ला नि त भन्ने हुन्छ. यो ठिक हो, तर ब्याङ्कले दिन्छ. ब्याङ्क अकाउन्ट डेबिट 2,000 ब्यालेन्सिङ. हामी त्यसै कहाँ हामीलाई यसै त के अरे लाइक रिकन्स्ट्रक्सन गर्नु परिरहेछ राइट, लस छ. अनि कहाँ हामीलाई त्यसरी दिएर बार्टर हुन्छ त होइन. टु इन्भेस्टमेन्ट अनि कतिको भन्दाखेरि 22,000, 15,000 प्लस 7,000. द्याट इज द थिङ होइन. बेसिकली यहाँ के भन्छ भन्दा ब्याङ्क ओडी त्यसपछि टु इन्भेस्टमेन्ट गरिसकेपछि अनि यहाँ अर्को एउटा ब्यालेन्सिङ फिगर ब्याङ्क अकाउन्ट डेबिट गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ. बेसिकली के भयो भन्दाखेरि ब्याङ्क ओडी 20,000को क्यान्सल भएर ब्याङ्क ब्यालेन्स अझै 2,000ले बढ्यो. ब्याङ्कले हामीलाई पैसा दियो, घाटा भएको होइन, ब्याङ्कले 2,000 दिन्छ. एक्ज्याक्टली. कि त अब ब्याङ्कले 22,000मा 20,000को मात्र लिएको भए हुन्थ्यो होइन. द्याट इज इट. सो क्वेसन इन्टरनल रिकन्स्ट्रक्सन